So we finished our 100 Halloween painted rocks live here on YouTube. I'm going to make 5 recap videos for you guys so that you can see all 20 of these designs in a lot less than the 11 hours we were live. We're going to start by putting the word boo onto our rocks. Now the O's are going to be our eyes, so there's a lot of different ways that you can do them. I'm going to show you quite a few here while we're laying out our words. And you're going to notice I go from bigger tips to little tips on these. These are dual tip pens, so there's like an extra fine tip at one edge and a thicker fine tip on the other end. So it was kind of good for this to be able to do the details and fill things in. So once you have your boos on your rocks, we're going to fill in the eyeballs white, give them a second coat if they need a second coat. Now we're going to come in with the extra fine tip and start adding in some fun details. So we're going to make them look tired by adding the wrinkles under the eyes. I did decide to go ahead and use the same color as the lettering for the rest of the design instead of using black, and I think they really turned out cute being monochromatic like this. So do your pupils with that color. I did a fun just hashy border around the edge. And then on this one, I even added on like veining, and we're gonna thin this out. So once your orange dries or whatever color you use dries, you can come back in with an extra fine tip paint pen, and we're gonna make those lines thinner. We're gonna pull that white and thin out those lines just to give it a really good bloodshot eye look. So these are so fun to do. There are so many options. You can add eyebrows, you can add eyelids, you can do them in any different color combinations you want. Just have fun with them. Up next we have our skull flowers, and I did these on 2 different styles of stones. We did them on the white stones and on the gray stones. So just start by placing a white circle on the center of your rock, and you need this circle big enough to put a skeleton face in when you're done, so make sure you make it big enough. Next, you're going to add a stem on. I like to do this before the petals because I like my petals to split around the stem. So I'm just putting a simple line for now. We'll thicken it up later. Now, when placing your petals, you can be very strategic and you can try to plan them out like this. But as you'll see, as I make these arches, they still don't look all that perfect anyways. Just make sure that the outside edge of your petals is what you like because you're going to fill them in anyways. For the most part, we just played around with the number of petals, but I did have this one rock that was a little bit shorter. So this is a style of flower that you can do if you don't have the space to make your flower as tall as it is wide on your stone. So once your flowers are all placed, I do like to give them some grass. They got to be living somewhere. You can add on a leaf and you can thicken up the stem too. Also, go back through and make sure that your white has a second coat on it if it needs a second coat of paint so it's nice and bright. So next we're going to take an extra fine tip paint pen and we're going to start our lining. I'm going to show you the petals here on this flower because they are a little bit different, but on a normal flower, obviously they're easy to outline. Once you get the outline around all your petals, you can put your face on. So we're going to do 2 eyes. They're kind of ovals, and then you make the bottom half a little bit fatter of an oval, if that makes sense. So think of an egg shape while you're doing it. Take your time on your eyes, get them on there nice, try to make them as even as possible. You're going to add on your smile, and then I like to split the smile in half and then do a hash on either side. Don't forget to outline your face all the way around on the flower as well. And then we are going to dash and dot in each one of the flower petals. This is kind of like a little extra step that I love. I think it just brings the cute factor up quite a bit. And then we are going to line our stem and our leaves. And I don't individually line blades of grass. I usually just kind of create an outline and a couple hashes inside of there. Now make sure you take the time to touch up anywhere that the outline of your face isn't solid. And then we're going to come back in and double dot the eyes. So these turned out so cute, and if you change the flower petals, it really just changes the personality of all of your little flowers. We have been doing these pumpkins for years. Just check out all these different designs we've done in the past. So as you can see here, if you're filling in your ovals with the extra fine tip paint pen, if you hold your tip to the side slightly, you can fill more space and you can protect the tip of your paint pen. Now let them dry and give them a second coat. I suggest with your second coat, leaving the lines the way that the ribbing would be in the pumpkin. Next, we're going to add on stems. Start with an arch at the top of your pumpkin and then a line above it and then curve in either way. then add on your vines. Just play with your vines. Let them flow and bounce off your pumpkin. You can let them curl or you can leave them straight. But I do like to go back and make them a little bit thicker where they attach to the stem. Next, we're going to come in and do our lining and add on our face. As you can see, I like to do wide set eyes and a small smile. You can make the pupils big like I did here, or you can make them small depending on if you want a double or single dot at the end. When lining your vine, you do want to make sure that you lift up your pen so that you can create a loop if you have a curl. You'll see this up close when we come back with our green to fill it in, and you can also touch up if you make a mistake lining your curl when you come back with your green. That little overlap is such a cute detail. Don't overlook it. Dotting your eyes. If you double dot, 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 dot in the same spot and then a single dot right below it, or you can do a single dot like you see in some of the others. We're going to paint some Grumpy Monsters. Last year we did these guys in pastel colors. A few years back we did some that were two-toned. And the original Grumpy Monsters from 2019 didn't even take up the whole rock. So these guys have been around forever. They're so quick and easy to do. And the kids really like these ones. They think they're really fun. So first thing you're going to do is put your monster head onto your rock, no matter how big or small you want it to be. Now, if you need a second coat, use a second coat. I'm just showing up close here. When I do a second coat, I kind of use the side of the pen. I don't drag into the tip. Make sure your paint is flowing really well so it's laying on top. Try to only touch each section one time. Once that's dried completely, it's time to add on our eyeballs. Now you can do 1, you can do 4, you can do 3. You'll see we did so many combinations. Now using an extra fine tip, now this is the back side of these dual tips, we're going to create our jawline. So I always have my face slightly frowning. That gives it that grumpy look. And we're using a very sketchy line to go all the way around the outside as well. Now we're adding on our teeth with our extra fine tip side of our white. You can make the teeth go up. You can make the teeth go down. It's just, there's so many combinations for these little guys. So we're going to line our teeth, add pupils, outline our eyes, and then we're going to come in and do our eyebrows. Now to get off that grumpy look, we're going to have our eyebrows always slanting towards the middle of the rock. So if you have 3, you can do a unibrow flat line in the middle, or you can see how I did on this one eyeball rock, a little V-shaped eyebrow. My daughter came up with that idea, and they just turn out so cute. Next up, we have the poison apples, our spiders, our mummies, and our black cat silhouettes. Follow along so you don't miss any of the rest of this Halloween rock painting series.